rights because that's your family's wealth that you building. And anybody that's trying to part from the family wealth is going to be exiled from the family. Ain't nobody going to do that. So everybody that made their shit got to get their shit back.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them is smart enough to know how to leverage it. So when they get it back, they're going to get more than than the people had took from them.
Rod, please tell how you calculate 2022 to be, I don't know what that's supposed to be, Jubilee year.
Google it. Yeah, I ain't got to calculate nothing. Go on Google and put in Platinum Jubilee 2022, and it's going to tell you what this is the Jubilee year.
Also, it tells you, I think it's Leviticus chapter 10, verse 25. It shows you, it doesn't say verbatim, it doesn't give you a calculation, but it specifies everything if you read between the lines.
Matter of fact, the lizard bitch pushed the triple helix, her lookalike pushed the triple helix for the 50th Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee celebration.
Mm-hmm.
That's a signal to upgrading of the DNA that's coming with the new cycle. What can I say about November 18, 2025 and the year 2028? All I can say about him is we ain't got there yet.
That's right.
I don't do no predictions. I just tell you what I see.
Yeah. I think we need to quit being so worried about things that's coming, you know, that's ahead. We need to really be tapping into what we need to be doing now. And we constantly want to shit, well, what's going to happen here? You ain't even do what you need to do now. I'm not talking about you, the person that made the comment. I'm just talking about period overall. It's too many people want to move forward, but they ain't even handling what they need to handle now at this moment.
Well, Enlil means Lord of the Sky. So he's actually there's a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people think Enki is the evil one, and a lot of people think Enlil is the good one. But I mean, once you break down, etymology, and you go back and break down all the ancient tablets, you will find that Enlil was actually the malevolent one.
Enlil is the one you call Yahweh in the Bible. Enlil is the title.
Mm-hmm.
He assumed the title from his sister when he came to Earth, because he was the highest ranking in the Anunnaki military and family, right? And so, as Yahweh, he wanted everybody on Earth to stop honoring Inanna and Enki, and only to honor him. And the people was like, nigga, fuck you, fuck the horse you rode in on. We don't know you, but we know Enki and we know Inanna. They love us. Who the fuck is you and where you come from? So he ain't like that shit. He was like, y'all can only worship me. I'm the only one with his gay ass. 3 snaps in a circle, motherfucker.
Hey, Miss Dre, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here pretty soon.
All right, yeah, you did tell me you had to go, but everybody, Vidal, go subscribe to his YouTube if this is your first time seeing him. Thank you so much for the people that did come from Vidal's channel to come and support my platform as well, and we'll be in contact.
Okay, it was nice talking to you, sir.
You too, bro. Keep up the good work.
No problem. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.
All right, peace. Have a good night.
Peace.
So Enlil not gonna try it again because he already been told the next time he won't have any assistance, and he don't want to run up into his nephew called Nina Gazeta. He don't want no more of that shit. He learned his lesson. He was quick to get the fuck out this motherfucker when they put that crack in the light lock to let his ass out. He got the fuck on. He don't want no more of this shit.
How do we combat chemtrails?
What you're seeing now is not the same chemtrails as they was putting up for the last 30, 40 years. What you're seeing now is shit they spraying up there to catch the barium, radium, the zinc, the aluminum, all that shit they sprayed up there to block the solar rays is being cleaned up now. And they better have this shit cleaned up before the flip.
Boy, sick of their ass. I have never been. People always want to know this.
They better stand the fuck out the way while Kanye doing what he doing. He already told him to stay out the way. He finna drag these motherfuckers out.
How long will Nibiru be here? And there was a rocket I saw that we saw yesterday, or a ship. Who said?
I'm not sure. I know before it's gone, we gotta see it. We gotta see it visibly in the sky. And there's people seeing it around the world, taking pictures of it and everything. But it's got to get a little bit closer because it's gonna look bigger than the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So at its closest point, it's not gonna be as close as it was in bygone eras. But it's still gonna be close enough to be seen and be bigger than the sun. But look for the skies to turn crimson red when it starts getting closer. It's already been starting in patches around the planet. When they get real close, the whole earth gonna be red. The sky gonna be glowing red, like a big red glow. That's the dust trail from Nibiru. Iron oxide, rust.
So Chandra, I guess because she asked about what was to come in 2018, said I asked this because this was part of what's to come to me and has been weighing on me heavily. Prep is everything, correct? Aren't you all currently speaking on things to come or not?
In a way, but not predictively. Reading the patterns, it tells us. So this is what we do know. We do know that between 30 minutes and 90 days, we're going to be without electricity. Anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 days. How long it's going to last, I don't know, because I don't know how we're going to lose the lights. I don't know what they're going to use to turn off the lights. And I know that when that happens, we're going to be watching tribunal TV and we're going to be pretty much stuck at home because we ain't going to be, no gas stations ain't going to be open. You know, ain't no grocery stores and restaurants going to be open because the power grid will be shut off, right? When it come back on, the first thing we're going to see is tribunal TV. And if we should be prepared from anywhere from 30-minute blackout to 90 days blackout at a moment's notice. That's the prep that we need. As for years from now, I don't see this shit being drug out into 2025, 2028, right? Once the lights come back on after the blackout, however long it lasts, when the lights come back on and we seeing tribunal TV, we ain't gonna have no more of this doom and gloom ass shit in front of us. It'll all be behind us at that point.
And the biggest thing I could tell you to do as far as preparation would be how to survive without electricity and lights. Like, you know, see what it would take in order for you to turn your lights off late at night and see what you would need. Flashlights, you know,
candles,
batteries, things like that, candles, you know, first aid kits, you know, things like that. Like they have a lot of prep things on Amazon you can go get, like a big bundle. It has pretty much everything, kits that you can go get on Amazon. A lot of us have already been preparing for this though, like 3 years now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, stock up on waters, you know, good waters for you and your family. Stock up on canned goods, because at that moment, all you vegetarians and stuff, y'all gonna have to learn how to eat, you know what I'm saying? Unless you have gardens yourself and can go pick them yourself. But, you know, just stock up and get your stuff prepared as if, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Y2K scenario because the National Guard will be issuing out food in kits, like you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
They got thousands of well, I should say millions of kits in the surplus. So those are already on standby, and they are going to be under FEMA control.
But I mean, just for her preparation, she said that it's weighing heavily on her. Those are things that you can do to make you feel, you know what I'm saying, like you're prepared.
Right. So
That's my advice.
with some way on you like that, follow what you feel first. Fuck what anybody tell you, including me.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Somebody said, is Anu still king on Nibiru, and what's the status?
So when Marduk took interim rulership of the earth, Murdoch, which is Enki's son, they almost got the same name. That's how they do. Was sent to secure Nibiru for Anu, because Anu was on the stateside visit when all of the shit jumped off. And so Anu also is back on Nibiru. Him and Enlil gone. Enki is at Saturn right now, waiting. He got a fleet at Saturn waiting to come and collect Enlil's kids. Because he's the only one that they would let back in, him and Inanna. The rest of the Anunnaki was barred by the Galactic Council from coming back to Earth. And any one of them that tried to come back, the security force, the Andromeda beings, they look like the Wraith on Stargate. They're the only ones that the Anunnaki don't want to fuck with. And they're the ones that's the outer perimeter security outside Pluto. And anybody that's coming into the solar system can't get past without getting their permission. Mm. So if it's not Enki and Inanna and their kids coming to get Enlil kids, and Nibiru is not in its 32-year or 3,600-year elliptical orbit passing by, they gonna get shot the fuck down.
In that order, okay.
I haven't seen it, sweetie, so I can't say if it's Project Bluebeam.
Typically, you can, I mean, I don't know how tapped in you are, but typically you can tell when it's something that's really, you know, from our people or our celestial family, or whether it's Bluebeam. For me, I know I can tell right away. But yeah. I'm trying to, people still want to talk about this blood. Y'all, we're not talking about blood types and stuff no more. Let's see. We're kind of behind. Somebody said FEMA control. I feel you. I don't trust FEMA. I don't trust a lot of things, though.
Look, FEMA is short for female. When FEMA ain't the problem, it was the people who originally put it together before we took it from their ass that was the problem. Mm-hmm. So everything they was using for our oppression, we had to figure out how to use it for our come up. So the old man Bush and his bid, because he was the Illuminati agent in charge of the Americas. And what he wanted to do was entirely different. In his global conquest, he wanted to centralize the power under FEMA and then appoint himself as the head of FEMA at the continuity of government transitional team. That's why his ass dead now. Old ass, lizard ass motherfucker. Stinking motherfucking bastard. Him and his gay ass, punk ass son. But anyway, they wanted to use FEMA to centralize all of the resources and power of ours and then get a power to the Bush family in the garden plot. I don't think that was prudent for us, and none of the other chiefs on the land, even the low-ranking chiefs, didn't agree with it. So when they got rid of his ass, when they lethal injected his ass, because he had no fucking heart attack or no stroke and died, they lethal injected his ass just like they did John. Every motherfucking dirty deed did.
You heard me?
65 years. Where that motherfucker at? Matter of fact, I ain't even heard from that motherfucker.
I ain't heard from him either. I got the Kissinger report, read that mug.
Hey, shit. And that motherfucker right there, he probably at Gitmo right now sitting in the cell.
Probably. I ain't seen none of them motherfuckers, to be honest. Hillary, none of them. I know it's real.
So how can you increase your dreams? You need to get better rest, first off. There is supplements, just dream enhancing supplements. Yeah, so I don't have them all on the top of my head right now because it's a quick shift. If I was on the topic, they would all just come. But there are supplements to help you and teas to help you with your dreams.
Oh, mugwort. Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, mugwort, wild lettuce. It's actually a supplement I had. I don't know where it's at. I could have showed it to you. Called Lucid, and it's a good supplement for giving you lucid dreams. It's excellent because I use that shit. Woo, boy, that was some good shit.
Somebody says Barbara Bush a man. Look like one.
Sure look like one to me.
A lot of these questions y'all gotta ask, they look just like what you're asking. Like all you gotta do is look. Oh yeah, that's me.
Shit.
Somebody said lotus flowers. I'm trying to drop some stuff. Melatonin is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says Inky coming to Earth.
With shrooms.
Yeah, I've done them once. I fasted because I did some research on it. So I fasted for like a week and then I did them. I only microdosed though. I was acting scary because I heard so many stories. I was like, hey man, I'm in the crib by myself. I ain't want to get butt naked and end up going down the hallways.
I don't think it affects you like that. When I used them, I didn't have any of those crazy. Most of the psychotropics when I take, they just make me cold.
Yeah, I was cold too. I got cold. I get cold when I smoke weed though, so.
Oh no, I smoke weed. I be chilling.
I know you chilling. I'm talking about I be getting cold. That's why I don't really mess around with it. I do the edibles for the most part. I'm a edible girl. Yeah.
Shit, roll me up one. Look, I've been smoking my last at least 10 lifetimes. Why the fuck will I stop now? I stopped. I can quit. I will quit. I have quit for years. But I like smoking. And if I lie to somebody and tell them I don't like smoking, I got to first lie to me. And I'm not good at lying to myself.
Okay, me either. That is something I'm not going to do, won't do, can't do.
He lived up. So the answer to this question, if y'all looking at it, is he lived up to a covenant agreement.
It said, I saw a rainbow light coming out of the top of my grandfather's house for over an hour when he passed away in 2009. What did that mean? He was a Tuskegee Airman.
I don't know if the Tuskegee Airman is related to the covenant that he made with the Creator, but whatever it is, between him and the Creator, agreement that he made, he lived up to the agreement. Because the rainbows is used to symbolize a covenant being fulfilled and one being instituted. So he had some kind of a spiritual arrangement with the Creator that he lived up to. So when he left, it left the sign of the covenant for the rainbow children. That's why the rainbow is the sign of the covenant, because when the rainbow children come, that's supposed to be the end of the rule of the Anunnaki on Earth. The rainbow children are the earthborn children of the stars who have no connection, or who have a binding tie to Earth, a genetic tie to the soils of the Earth. And when they come in all ethnic groups that's existing on the planet. So you thinking because I don't like them white folks, well, some of them is rainbow children that's here to clean this shit up.
I keep trying to tell them that. Down here,
so you mess around and allow the hatred of Enlil's children to infect you, you're going to end up going with Enlil children.
Don't want to
They
do
can't
that.
stay here.
Spiritual response. What are your thoughts on spiritual response therapy?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by spiritual response therapy.
Me either. That's why I respond, because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I never heard of it, at least not in that terminology before, so I can't really speak on it right now.
Yeah, y'all better stop going around here following this whole hatred of color and all this stuff. Listen, y'all, we operating out of love. Bottom line. Period. And if somebody ain't loving you back, then guess what? Go on and get on out their way, or make them get out your way. But either which way, to operate in love is what you should be doing right now, period. So, hey, I ain't gonna keep on saying the same thing. That's why I let you talk. Because they don't know how serious it is on everything.
Then the whole thing now is to overcome all of the traumas. That's the universal shadow work.
Mm-hmm.
The universal shadow work is to overcome all of the traumas, the racism, the sexism, the religionisms, the policies and practices that didn't serve anybody's interest but the ruling elite. All that shit we got to overcome.